I swear if I touch this, it's all gonna come falling down. Hello people of YouTube. I'm Jason, and you don't know me because this is my first video. I'm getting into this whole Blu-ray collection thing, and you can't see my stack, but I think I'm gonna throw in a video of the stack at the beginning. But anyways, my collection so far is small, just throwing that one out there. I just started collecting like in the summer, and right now it is October something, and so yeah, I'm just gonna go, this is my initial collection, and I think what I'm gonna do is basically just keep doing collection updates, and it's kind of me documenting what I want my collection to grow into. I'd like to reflect back on where I started from. I have about 60 something movies right now, Blu-rays. I don't count DVDs. I don't have any of my own DVDs. They're all family DVDs, and I say DVDs a lot. I'm going to be going in alphabetical orders, kind of, but not really. It'll be backwards because as I stacked up my Blu-rays, I stacked them so high in the opposite order, and so from top to bottom we'll go Z to 30. 30 is my earliest thing. So, get it going, I guess. First off, we have Zombieland, and this is one of my favorite zombie movies. It's funny, it has good zombie action, and it comes with an old school digital copy that you can put in your computer. No codes or anything. Great! I actually just recently got this movie. I've seen it multiple times, but I recently discovered that FYE has great deals on used Blu-rays. So this is used, but it was buy one get one half off, and I went nuts and got like 10 in a day. So moving on. Zero Dark 30. Fantastic movie. I really enjoy this movie. It's one thing I tell people when they ask if they should watch it is I say that it is slow at parts but well acted. So if you can keep your attention, then it's great. And I think I left this case on the floor one time and it got all smashed up. I don't know. Probably can't see that, but that's gross. And I should probably start going like faster with this. Like, we might be here for a while even though it's like 60 movies. Tom Hardy scares the crap out of me in this movie. Like, his neck is just bulging with muscles, and it scares me and makes me never want to go to a gym where there is fighting, because look at me. Next, we have Vantage Point. This there's a good story behind this movie. My mom was so into this movie that she left potatoes on the stove and she burnt them because she waited till the end of the movie until we started smelling smoke, and then she went and got the mashed potatoes. So, good movie. Next is a totally underrated superhero, not really comic book movie. V for Vendetta. One of my favorite action movies. It's just, I think it's really, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just beautiful action. Beautiful. And this is one of the few movies I have a slipcover for. For some reason, I don't like slipcovers. Like, I know most people are like, you have more value in your Blu-rays if you have the slipcover and they look better, but I think slipcovers, if they get beat up, they're just ugly as crap, so yeah. Not a movie, but I bought this on Blu-ray. This is the only, oh no, I have 2 other seasons of something, but this TV show, True Detective on Blu-ray. Fantastic. Matthew McConaughey in a TV show with Woody Harrelson. Is there anything else you really need besides perfect acting and directing? just watch it. It's fantastic. Just go do it. Next, Ben Affleck in The Town. Everyone knows about this movie at least, because it's one of the few movies Ben Affleck has directed and stars in. And heists. I love heist movies, and that's all I really need to keep me happy. There Will Be Blood. Haven't seen it yet. I know I probably should have, but I just bought it a while ago, and it's on Netflix. Still haven't watched it. I just know Daniel Day-Lewis is a great actor in Lincoln. He was fantastic. That was the last thing I've seen with him in it. So, definitely got to watch this. Everyone, I think, has this in their collection, Taxi Driver. I got really lucky to get this digibook type thing because my Best Buy had one copy of this for the longest time, and I was always contemplating getting it, and then when I finally decided to get it, I haven't seen it ever again in about 4 months. So I lucked out, didn't have to order this online or anything, it was just in my Best Buy. Taken. Kidnapped. His daughter's kidnapped. Sex slave, kind of. It's great, I love it, but alright, I should probably... Star Trek and Star Trek 2 in Starkness. This was from a Blockbuster going out sale, so I gotta get a new case for it because these are disgusting, but love the movies. Everyone knows they're both visually fantastic on Blu-ray. So yeah, Star Trek. Shawshank Redemption. It's Shawshank. Watch it. Now this is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is not many people's favorite movies of all time, but I got this on the those comic book steelbooks, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the limited edition steelbook. Ordered this online with another steelbook I'll show later, and oh, Scott Pilgrim, so good. It's classic gaming humor, 90s humor. It's just really good. And Michael Cera, he does good. He's really funny in this movie. Really awkward too. Now we have artsy action, Sin City. Go sinning in the city. That was really dumb. But Frank Miller's Sin City, directed by Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller, with special guest director Quentin Tarantino. I will be honest, it took me like 4 watches to actually get through the whole movie. Not that I wasn't interested, but I don't know, it just took me a while. But Sin City, great movie. Even if it's not my favorite, I still appreciate it for what it is. Black and white with splashes of color and action and fantastic. Good stuff. Now, as I show the very few horror movies I have, I will say I probably haven't seen most of them, and I just never really watched horror movies until now. But the first one I have right here is The Ring. Obviously a classic. I don't know why, because I've never seen it, but I definitely will watch it, especially since it's October and I want to have a horror movie marathon. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Most people really like this movie, and it's glaring, but I watched it. It seemed generic throughout like the first act of the whole movie, and that's all I got to. So picked up Psycho. Again, haven't seen it. Will in October. October is a fun month to get scared. Now this thriller, Prisoners, is one of my favorite movies ever. First off, the cinematography is just so good in this movie, and Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, that's his name, I couldn't think of it. They just do so well, and they play off each other really well. Jake Gyllenhaal is always a little suspicious of Hugh Jackman and blah blah blah, but I don't want to spoil anything because it's so good. Ooh, triple pack, we're getting into this horror stuff. This triple pack is The Possession, Cabin in the Woods, and Sinister. And all I've seen is Cabin in the Woods, and I freaking love that movie. It was hilarious and decently scary. I get scared when I don't know what's going on, and this whole movie, not to spoil anything, but you just know how everything's happening until, like, why they're doing it. So it was more of a thriller than scary. I don't know. This movie, most people were surprised by it, but I knew it would be good when I first saw the trailer in theaters, and I never saw it in theaters, but I finally bought it on Blu-Ray. That's The Place Beyond the Pines. And I just love this movie, and I knew I would when I first saw the trailer, and it definitely wasn't the type of movie I expected it to be, but I knew it would be good. So, yeah. Like, 3 different storylines in this... 3 different storylines in this movie, and it kind of threw me off when they changed storylines, and I was like, oh, it's crazy, but great. This is my ultimate guilty pleasure movie of all times, and that's Pitch Perfect. This movie I love so much. The music, all my friends and I know every word to all the songs, and most people think we're pretty gay for it, but I love the movie. It's hilarious, and Anna Kendrick is a babe, so yeah, Anna Kendrick. Now this movie I think every teenager should see because it deals with a lot of things that are very real in a teenage high school life, and that's the perks of being a wallflower. And this movie, like, destroyed my mind with, like, it just has such a good message that you're like, why am I not living a better life? And that's just how it is. Next movie, I was surprised by Need for Speed. Aaron Paul, good movie, nothing special, but good. Moonrise Kingdom. Y'all know this is a good movie. Moonrise Kingdom, loved it. I first watched it just like a few weeks ago, and I know it's been out for a while, but it's a great movie. 2 kids fall in love, run away together. Isn't that your dream in life? And I dropped the movie. But yeah, fantastic. Just Wes Anderson has become my favorite director because this movie, and I've only seen 2 of his movies, and he's becoming my favorite director. But I also have Grand Budapest Hotel, but I'll show that to you later. Brad Pitt, Moneyball. This is a great movie. I watched it, and it's about manager of the Oakland Athletics. Totally forgot his name, but still alive, and the Royals just beat the crap out of the A's. Well, not just, it was the wild card game, and we're in the ALCS right now, and by the time this video goes up, we'll probably be in the World Series. I'm from Kansas City. I like the Royals. And I'm not a bandwagoner. I just picked this up recently. Fantastic movie. Well, I say a lot of movies are fantastic, even though they aren't. Most people did not find this movie enjoyable, but if you knew me and my friend group, you would know that we would love this movie because it's just our humor. It's great. I laughed a lot, and I quote it, so it's great. The Matrix. It's The Matrix. great. I'll say that about a lot of movies. Like classic movies, I'm just like, you already know it's a great movie. So yeah, that's my life. Here's another steelbook, Lawless. I just wanted to get this movie, and Best Buy only had the steelbook, and I bought it without even knowing it was a steelbook. And I was pleasantly surprised. It's a nice steelbook, but of course no inside artwork. I don't think any of my steelbooks have inside artwork, but I don't have many anyways. This movie I actually was watching a few seconds before I made this video, and it's still paused. I'm like looking at a paused screen of this movie right now. But extremely loud and incredibly close. Never heard of it. Total blind buy at FYE. I just needed one more movie to get the buy one get one half off. So I grabbed this, I read a quick synopsis, and I was like, why not? Apparently it's funny and heartfelt and soulful. Tom Hanks dies within like 2 minutes of the movie. The Hobbit. I'm torn on this movie. I love Lord of the Rings, but this movie I slept through. I went to the midnight release of this movie and I slept for an hour and a half of the movie. And the rest of it I kept dozing off in. But it was... I really got to rewatch this because I just haven't really seen it all the way through in one sitting. So, yeah, it's a great movie though. I liked Desolation of Smaug better. I don't have that yet though. And Desolation was great, but tons of CGI, which doesn't bother me, but it bothers a lot of people, including my friends. Next up is The Hurt Locker. It's great. Mark Wahlberg was awesome in this movie. He's good for war movies. Anything else, it's just kind of, nah. Except Ted. Ted was good. Here it is. Grand Budapest Hotel. Okay. It felt pretty light and I was scared that the disc wasn't in it and I had no idea where it was. But anyways, this movie got me into Wes Anderson and it was so good. I just, as soon as I was done watching it, I wanted to watch it again. I'm not even going to say who the stars because it's just a bunch of people. But Wes Anderson, great cameos, great story, great cinematography, filmmaking, oh, good stuff. Here we got Steve Carell in Get Smart, another blockbuster sellout movie. Probably will get a new case for it. The disc is in there. Double check. Next up, I don't watch westerns, like I never have. But at FYE, these were cheap, and I wanted to give them a try, because everyone seems to be buying them nowadays, and that's a fistful of dollars, and for a few dollars more. The first two movies of the Man with No Name trilogy, haven't watched any of them. The only westerns I've seen have been like not actual movies and just watching Gunsmoke with my grandparents. Yeah. We don't talk about this. My whole pile almost fell over again. Anyways, Fantastic Four 1 and 2. They're solid, like, I don't go out of my way to watch these movies, but if they're playing on TV or something, I'll watch it. Like, it's just, they're not the best movies. Most people hate them anyways, but another steelbook. Got the original 1981 Evil Dead steelbook. I already said it was a steelbook, but yeah. This I actually watched and I thought it was hilarious because, like, in the beginning when they're driving out to the cabin and there's like a car in the way and they're almost run off the road and it just pans over and classic woman going, ah! Yeah, that was pretty fantastic. I knew it was going to be a good movie at that moment. And practical effects are cool, just saying. Next, my only other TV shows, Dragon Ball Z Season 1 and 2, the Blu-Ray, is that how it goes? Yeah, except they're falling out. Oh no! Slip covers. So, Dragon Ball Z. Everyone loves Dragon Ball Z, except no one loves these releases of them because they're in 16:9 aspect ratio. Everyone hide because it crops out like some hair, I guess. Apparently everything important is in the top 3 inches of the screen in these. But I think these look fantastic, and I love it on Blu-ray, and these covers are sweet. They all line up and stuff. Yeah, good stuff. I've only gone through Season 1, though. I got distracted. I was on a roll, though. I was watching a disc a day. Next, I think it's based off of Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. Disturbia. That's what I'm assuming. I never actually looked into it. My friend loves this movie like nobody's business, and so I bought it, and that was it. I haven't seen it. Martin Scorsese, The Departed. It's The Departed, and holy crap, this is a sticky case. I spilt soda on this, and well, I didn't spill it, my friend spilt it. Yeah, take that. Another steelbook, Django Unchained, the Target exclusive. It's got the cast on the back, and it came with a extra disc that Target always likes to throw in there, and this one has inside artwork. I've just realized. Target likes to throw in extra discs that don't fit in the case, so that was kind of irritating. Next up, Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, my 2 favorite of the series, and the 2 I own on Blu-ray. My next purchases probably are going to be Batman Begins and the original Batman, the Tim Burton Batman. I guess it's not the original, but yeah, Tim Burton Batman. That'd be a great buy. They have the steelbook for the Tim Burton one at FYE for like $10, so I'll probably get that. Next up, we got The Day After Tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the day after. I still don't know why it's titled that, but it was a great movie for its time. Who was it? Was it Jake Gyllenhaal in this? I don't know. Dennis Quaid. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. He's in this as a little young kid, and it's hilarious. Not the greatest acting, but it's good. It's good. Now, this movie surprised me like nobody's business, and man, I keep saying like nobody's business. Whose business is it? It's my business. Crazy Stupid Love. I bought it because Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell, mainly because of The Office. And this surprised me like nobody's business, because I'm just going to embrace that phrase and just keep saying it. But $7 at Best Buy, and I was thoroughly entertained the whole time. For the longest time, well, next up, for the longest time, I've had only these 2 of the Daniel Craig Bond films, but FYE was kind enough to have that sale, and I was able to get Casino Royale with a bunch of others. And kill me, but this is the only one I haven't seen. I don't know why, but it's everyone's favorite, so obviously I'm going to like it because I follow suit of everyone. And here's another movie I haven't seen that I really should have. That's Captain Phillips. True story. Tom Hanks apparently should have won an Oscar for something, or apparently there's 10 minutes of his best acting ever. I don't know. Don't question me. I'm really bad with watching movies I should. Braveheart, never seen it. I'm sorry. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. Or Jason's choice in movies. I'm ridiculed a lot. My last steelbook is The Big Lebowski. I bought this with Scott Pilgrim. I love this movie. This is fantastic. I laughed all the time. I laughed all the time. I laughed a lot in the movie, almost continuously. So, yeah. Now here's a very important movie. Akira, or Akira, or whoever pronounces it, which way. This is the one anime movie I own besides like the 2 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. Oh my gosh, you can see this towering. Oh. I swear I have ADD or whatever, but I don't. This movie was one of the first Japanese movies to become popular in America, and it kind of started the revolution of anime in America. So yeah, cool. Really well done movie though. Apparently most of it was hand drawn, and that blows my mind. So yeah. Oh god, this is so falling down. Oh my god. I have 2 more movies. We're into the numbers now. 50-50. I just watched this movie for the first time like an hour ago, and I laughed, I cried. It was a beautiful movie. Movie? It was a beautiful movie. Seth Rogen, I thought was hilarious and better than a lot of his other movies. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he knows how to act. We'll just say that. He knows how to act. To play a happy but super sad guy with cancer, that's pretty awesome. And Anna Kendrick's in it. Anna Kendrick's in it. Now, this is a movie. I'm really bad at holding these. So, here we go. 30 minutes or less. Haven't watched it yet. Apparently it sucks. It's disconjointed, but from the director of Zombieland, might as well. Aziz Ansari, I really like. His stand-up's really good. Not there. Yeah. Yeah. When it first came out, I really wanted to watch it, so might as well now. And that does it with my collection, and I'm going to try and put this up without dying. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Definitely suggest movies to me that I should buy, because I buy a lot of movies now, and I kind of have money. I'm super excited for Black Friday, though, because pretty much everything's under $10 that I want to buy. I don't know the actual movies or prices yet, but generally. So anyways, thank you. I will start making these videos more. This is my first video. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, cool, whatever. But looking forward to conversations with you people. Thanks, and see ya later. I have a remote, just so you know. I'm going to stop recording with this little button right here. Yeah.